Fantastic morning. Wholehearted greetings from C. Abdul Hakim College of Engineering and Technology, Melvisharam. Hello, everyone. This is Professor Y. Irshad Ahmed, organizing chairman of this 3 days international FDP on revitalizing education during pandemic and beyond. It gives me a great pleasure to extend you all a very warm welcome on behalf of School of Management. Let me extend my greetings to our charismatic correspondent Janab V.M. Abdul Latif Sahib, a hearty welcome to our principal, Dr. J. Bhaskaran, and our beloved HOD, Dr. E. Nanashekaran, for their guidance and their unstinted support in all aspects. My word of welcome goes next to all the participants who have connected digitally from India and abroad for this EFDP. My dear colleagues and vibrant first year, second year students of School of Management, I'm extremely honored to have the wonderful chance to welcome you at this juncture. The Indian education system evaluates subject understanding and competence for students based on their abilities to read, write, and compute numbers. But in the modern century, such an evaluation is not sufficient. Consider the example of engineering, one of the most sought after degree in India, which promises a potential lucrative career. However, only few number of engineering graduates in India are employable in the jobs for which they are receiving training. At this pandemic situation, educational institutions are struggling, administrators are frustrated, teachers are overworked, students are paying the price, and everyone is looking for a way to reform and transform a troubled education system. As educators, we are preparing young minds for the future, and that's why our outdated educational system need to change. The future belongs to the artists, inventors, storytellers, and creative thinkers. In the past year, COVID-19 has tested education sector around the world in extraordinary ways. From the massive spread of online learning to the emergence of alternative providers, the remarkable efforts to cope up with the pandemic have opened an invitation to refurbish education in the post COVID world. The COVID 19 crisis has encouraged many industries and nations to reconsider the way they do things, and higher education is no exceptions. In times of crisis, innovative solutions must be found to address new and complex challenges. This FDP aims to sharpen the ability of participants critically to take the advantage of the technological resources and to develop the proficiency to understand the unique challenges of 21st century learners. To recognize the sacrifices the teachers make and encourage them to embrace new perspectives, professional development, and techniques. Dear participant, today we have a well known guest speaker, Dr. P. Mary Jain. She is working as an associate professor at the Jaipuria Institute of Management, Rajasthan. She had 1 decade of industry experience in HDFC Bank Limited on Business Intelligence Unit, Chennai. She had a handful of expertise in business intelligence and forecasting analytics. She had done her research in a new implementation of mathematical model with meta heuristic algorithm for business intelligence and initiatives for high net worth portfolio. She will be responsible for the creation and the execution of strategies. With 10 plus years of experience in the information technology professionals in banking sector, with extensive skills and experience in business intelligence in meta heuristics algorithm, and passion in teaching to enrich the environment with knowledge and self discipline. We are highly honored that the humble guest is among us today, in spite her busy schedule. We are indeed grateful to you, ma'am, for graciously accepting our invitation. We are eagerly looking forward to your word of wisdom. Let me be pleased to read the requirement for the participation in the smooth conduct of the session. Make sure that your laptop, mobile phone is incompatible with Indian Standard Time. Ensure strong internet access. Stay away from disruptions. Use microphone with headset. Please mute your audio and post your queries in the YouTube chat history. Upon successful completion of each session, the feedback link will be shared in the chat box. The participants will receive the name certificate after submitting the feedback. Your kind cooperation is very much needed. Now, may I humbly request Dr. P. Mary Jayanthi, Associate Professor of Science and Analytics, to begin the presentation. Please.
Thank you very much for the introduction, and good morning, everyone. I'm very thankful for the management and administrators and the coordinators for this particular international FTP. The title is very impressive kind of the thing at this pandemic, because it's a revitalizing our education system. It was very much needed. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your voice
Yeah.
is audible.
So it's a revitalizing, because we couldn't say the thing that we are not up to the mark. Of course, we are. But the thing is that how we can divide our period ACBC. Likewise, it's a time to divide that. It's in a post pandemic, the education sector, how we are going to face. And pre pandemic, yes, of course. Actually, that is the thing is that we have we don't have a time to think about the sudden changes, because of course all the technological changes comes to the thing that some part of time, some portions. So we can have the thing that, okay, it's in a 20th century, 19th century, the students are how it will be. So we have ample of time to think. But this particular COVID, this pandemic, we don't have a time to switch over this particular technology and updating ourselves. Because I hope that that is the participant must be that eminent faculty members and consultant from the corporate and IT people, and of course students. So everyone have that in our mind that how we are going with that rest of the time. So this is the thing. It's a 2 years has gone. Now it's we are entering into the thing that many students, they have done their that is MBA or that is a PG course without going to the college. Many children, they completed their important portion of their lives for this 2 years. I hope you understand, right? Because this is also one of the challenge that I'm talking to you, but I couldn't see your face. So I couldn't that is see your acknowledgement or anything you want to share. Please that is unmute yourself, and if you want to add at the thing, if you want to add any value points, because it's completely discussions, it's not definitely it's in a one way. Because as a professors we have discussed more, we will come with that more points. That is the thing I used to believe. And enabling students with the 21st century skills to improve learning outcomes and employability. I divide this particular topic as a three segment. Okay, before going with the segmentation and all the thing. Okay, that is as that is a great introduction sir has given. Thank you very much, sir. And I want to add up with the thing that even though I am a business analytics professor, I have done the CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, because of the students and my kids, because they are 21st century. The way of thinking, the fastness and the urge, everything will be very much different from us. But now our criticality is that we born in 80s, or some people 70s or 60s, but we need to feed the updated technology with the up to the mark of the 21st century kids. It was very hectic, because whatever we have learned, we are going to give our kids, right? Even though the kids in the sense I'm saying our student, and as well as our kids. So because this particular the mindset, because even though if you are going with the placement and lots of things, of course the organization is not the technical knowledge, they are asking only 25 percentage. If you are believing or not, 25 percentage they are expecting the technical knowledge. But what about the 75 percentage? It was too critical to measure. So that is the thing I'm going to discuss. And suppose if you have any doubt or any discussion points, any questions, please then and there you can raise. Okay. So if it's a chat box, of course, and sir will also help me out for the questions. No issue. Okay. So before starting this one, I just go with the verses of Bruce Wellman. He is a consultant for the school going children and the college students. So at this point, we appear to have 19th century curriculum, 20th century building and organizations, and 21st century students facing an undefined future. And before starting the session, I request all the participants that please come with the open mind. We are not going to accuse anyone, because as a parent, as a professors, as a mentor, because earlier we usually say the thing that I'm a professor, I'm a teacher. Now we are in the hat of mentoring, because nowadays kids, students are expecting not a professor. They are expecting the friends in the sense I usually say the thing that mentoring. Okay, but we should not be the 100% friendship with the students. At the same time, we can mentoring the thing that then it will be the very that is good health with the relationship with the students and to understand them. So as I said, I'm just segmenting this particular session as a three things. How to enable students on 21st century skill set. Because we studied 15, 20 years back, some people, I hope it's a 25 years, 30 years, we studied. Yes, we completed our UG, PG, doctorate, our n number of things, of course. But now the question is that okay? That our study helps the thing that to, because when if you take my example, I have done my MCA and PhD. Okay, in MCA, what I learned, if I think about the one, I learned C++, Fortran, Unix, COBOL, and of course Java. So now, if you ask the thing that how many of the, now I'm a business analytics professor using Python and R and Tabular with the thing that as a BA consultant. So now, how the variation has happened, whatever I'm doing currently, it's not at all I studied, but I'm not blaming the thing that because that is the trend over there. That time, that is the subject. Of course, when I studied a C++, then only I can teach Python now. It's not the thing that it's a one day the complete flourishment won't come. What I'm trying to say is it's a continuous learning should be there. So that is the thing I'm trying to say here, to enable students on 21st century skill set. What is the thing? And the next, how to improve learning outcomes. Yeah, we taught the 30 to 40 students in the class, but how we are going to get the learning outcomes from everyone? And the third one is how to build the skill set for employability. This is a biggest question mark, because current employability is also changed as per the 21st century. I hope you agree with me. Am I correct? Because I couldn't see the chat, I hope, right? Sir, I couldn't see the chat, right? Suppose if anybody is typing.
Ma'am, I will just help you out in reading the questions, ma'am, different because I'm following up on YouTube.
Fine. Because if I ask anything, if yes, no, something I can usually receive, that's it. Okay, fine. So to build the skill set for employability, this is a very, very critical point, because 15, 20 years before, everyone will go with the IT sectors or MBA or whatever the thing that it's a programmer, software developer. Now we couldn't heard the word at all. We are hearing the word, even the MBA students, engineering students, finally they come with that analyst role, any kind of analyst. That is BI analyst and big data analyst, all lots of analyst role is comes to the thing that instead of developer. Likewise, all the HR analytics has come to the thing. Now it's a people analytics and marketing. If it's changed the complete transformation of marketing analytics. Why I am saying whatever we studied, of course, it's a very needed. And now, what is the thing we are going to the children or student? Researcher of Gartner, and what is the necessary for the 21st century skill set, everything I come across. Okay, so let's see for that first one, to enable the students on 21st century skill set. So before going with the one, learning skills, this is the needed one for this 21st century skills. But my question is that how many of us aware of the thing that how to measure critical thinking, how to measure creativity, how I can go with the collaboration. Collaboration is not easy work, because the work behind the collaboration is more important one. Because if I want to collaborate with any professor or any of the companies or any working environment people, I need to be sustain with the collaboration with the ethical part and the communication. Communication is not here to talk about only English fluency. The communication is nothing but how digital fluency over there. There is another terminology comes to the place for the learning skills, digital fluency. What we are doing is nothing but digital fluency. I'm talking to you through Zoom, and you are attending from your wherever you are. So it's a kind of the digital fluency. But the same way how you are listening, the same way are you listening. Suppose if this particular FDP is happening in that offline without virtual, how you are listening, the same way are you listening now. Suppose I am making you, I am in the sense myself and the coordinator end with the without any disturbance, internet connection and everything. If it reaches you perfectly, then the fluency is happened perfectly. I hope you understand. Because without any kind of the interruptions from the network end and my voice end also, if everything comes to the thing to you perfectly, it's a digital fluency. So the communication is currently, I just went to that one of the interviews. I have taken the students. That interview, the student is saying to me, "Ma'am, if I talked, okay, continuously with the lots of jargon words, uh, the rest of the listeners will confuse. So now I achieved my thing because the people will think me that I am most educated and communicated well. So it's wrong. So I said the thing that if I am saying something, you are understanding the thing. That is the best way of communication. It's not the kind of the thing that biggest jargon or something. So learning skills, if you are coming with the one that it's a critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration communication. Now my question is how we are going to measure, how we are going to give our curriculum with this critical thinking. That is how we are going to ensure the thing that in my curriculum, in my subject, each individual faculties and each individual project, if you are working in IT or that is sectors, I'm just banking and financial institutions, I'm just asking the thing that how we are going with the critical thinking or creativity, collaboration and communication part in our curriculum. How we are going to ensure the one. If we are going with any accreditation or anything, this is the learning skills. Subject wise, the students will teach us. If you don't mind, please excuse me. The student will get more information more than us. I hope you agree with me. If you are giving 40 pages of the document, I can give the assurance that students can give the same title, same topic, 400 pages also. But here the question is how we are going to ensure, even though you are taking any kind of language papers or you are going with any paper, if you are taking any subjects, are you ready to ensure the thing that in my subject I am giving 25 percentage for critical thinking, 25 percentage for creativity, 25 percentage for the collaboration of the thing that, and 25 percentage for communication. Are you able to ensure the one? If you are able to ensure, how you are going to quantify? Because everything must be quantified. If we couldn't quantify, nobody will accept. If I can say the thing that in my class I am doing these are all the things, then the next question will come to the picture that how did you quantify? Can anyone please tell me that? I hope many of you can implement this one, not all, at least one or two. I know that. Can you please give it in the chat box that what in this particular four, what are all the things currently you are ensuring and how? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have asked the question that how many of us we have included ensuring our curriculum for this any one or two points. That is, some people will go with the creativity, collaboration kind of the thing in their subject. I just want their way that how they are implemented and all the thing. If they are implemented, then I want to ask. How? I just want to know. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Any feed that
Yes,
is in
ma'am.
chat box? We received anything? Yeah,
No,
not
ma'am.
it.
Not it, ma'am.
If you don't mind, yeah, how many people are joining or listening? Because it's a very important thing.
Yes, ma'am. Where we have around 100 participants, ma'am.
Great, great. So even 100 participants, at least I can get one feedback. I would be very happy with the thing. Yeah,
So one, he is trying to convey as critical thinking, ma'am.
great, great. How he ensured the thing that is how he is quantify the one critical thinking in my class. I have done this one. Finally, the critical thinking is measured. This is the thing. As much as simple answer. Suppose if we are
Here
saying
we
that,
have
yeah, please.
one suggestions from Tapan Deka. He insisted on creativity, communication by conducting quiz, MCQ, case studies.
Okay, great, great. So come to the point of this case studies. Again, it'll be the very big topic, but very good, doctor. I hope very good professor, because communication again we are not able to. First one, I want to say to everyone in the class, please ask the students to talk, because they you will get more information from their communication level, because you can assess your students that what is the level of your students, and how you can go with the thing that the next level how you can, because the communication is the thing that we are going to the class or we are going into the Zoom, and finally I'm taking a session and you are listening, fine, over. That's not the way. If I am taking the session and you have to participate, the thing that is the way. It's a 21st century skills. The students are expecting the same. Students are, we will go with a very positive sense with the students. Maybe students are ready to, yes, of course the hurdles are there, because as a professor and as a mother, I can understand how this particular hecticness is there. But if we are going with that very interactive communication methodology, definitely students will come and participate. It's not, there is no doubt at all. We need to work for the thing that how we can improvise with their, suppose we have to sell them in the job market. That is the ultimate aim. So what is the thing, it's the learning skills should not be happen in one single day. So if I'm going with that critical thinking, so if you are going with the critical thinking, go with the project based or experiential learning for the thing. So project based learning and experiential learning and case study methodology learning, yes, of course, it gives lots and lots of knowledge. And the challenge is not with the students, the challenge is with us, because we have to understand the thing that what is the case study based methodology of teaching and learning, and how to drive the class accordingly. That is the challenging part, because we don't know how to drive the class with a case based methodology. If we are sharing a one case with the students, definitely students won't come with a case study. So how we are going to drive them, that is again the challenge with the one. So critical thinking and the creativity and the collaboration, of course it's hard to measure, but it's measurable. If you are sitting for the students, how I can give it in the class for the learning skills, because this learning skills not only for your class driven, it's of course it's a kind of that in the job market, it will be very easy for them to crack. As I said, 25 percentage is a technical skills is needed, and the 75 percentage they need learning skills and the literacy skills. So what is the literacy skills? So literacy skills is nothing but how they are up to date, how students are up to date with the information level, media and technology level, how much they are up to date. Up to date in the sense, I'm not talking about the expertise level, please understand, because expertise level we should not be in all the area as an expert, but we can create the awareness to the students. If we are in particular subject, or if the students wants to explore, how many of them we ask the students that what is your area of interest, and uh, give the suggestions to improvise for that particular area. it's very hard, it's very hectic also, because if from the information media technology, yes, of course, what is there in the interview, if we ask one questions regarding what's the things are happening in the current scenario, the students will not answer because the literacy skills are lagging. So if we are talking about that literacy skills and learning skills, actually as a professors, as a consultant, as a banking and financial sector people, as a project owner, we need to be first aware of the thing that what is what, how to motivate, how to ensure with the students, how to make the to them for the next level of the one. So this is the most important thing, that because lots and lots of information is around us. Yes, Google Master is there, so everything we can get it. But the students doesn't know. Suppose what kind of the information I need to get it and all the thing. So we have to say the thing that if your that is your area of interest is some HR, or if you want to be that in engineering level, what is the thing? And go with it some kind of blogs and over there to get the daily update. So literacy skills are more needed for their own specialization, own area of interest. So this must be taken from the thing that from the faculty's end, that is from the professors' end to the students. Because if we want to make our students as eligible for the 21st century skills, of course we have to start from the class. From the class, we need to ensure that what are all the learning skills we can, and what are all the literacy skills over there. So still now, if you have any kind of points to discuss, please let me know. Till now, the literacy skills and the learning skills, because what I'm trying to say again and again, as a professor, are we clear about these things? Are we clear about the critical thinking? If I'm taking a discrete mathematics, even that particular subject also, am I able to give the critical thinking or the creativity from the project end or assignment end or whatever the. So if you want to share your points also, you please, because this is kind of one way it's going on. So please let me know your ways of teaching and how you are taking the students to the next level.
Ma'am, here we have one suggestions, ma'am,
Yeah.
from the chat. So, how do you relate with inquiry-based classroom environment with critical thinking and
Oh,
the
come again, please.
how do you relate with the inquiry-based classroom environment for encouraging creativity and innovation among students?
Yes, of course we can, because students will ask the thing that always that inculcating that the query based thing. Okay. Suppose if we ask one time with the students that we make them as a group, and one set of students must be the customer, one set of students must be that buyer end. So if you can make these kind of the discussions oriented, they will come up with a n number of answers. We don't want to give any kind of solution. We just give that what is the way. That's enough for the students. This what is the way and how to do. These two things are needed for any kind of learnings and that is the creativity and all the things. Okay. And the third important one is life skills. So anyway, any organization, if we want to sell our students in the job market, three things, that is that learning skills, literacy, and life skills. What are the life skills are needed? Flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. I hope many that is colleges, institutions coming with that social skills. I hope, because if in your organization, if you are anything coming under the social skill, can you please let me know? Because in some B schools they adopt villages and ask the students, that is I'm talking about before COVID. Okay. So going with that village, and if that particular village people want to improvise their village, so these are all the why MBA students, they are paying some lakhs and lakhs, but why they are go have to go to village and do the thing? Of course, the already that is the village rural people is again at a 60 70 70% of the people. If we want to understand the economy, definitely students knows about that. What is the core village, people and all the things. So these are all the things for the social skills and productivity. So what kind of that? Uh, Everyone have the 24 hours, and one students will do that all the things in on time. One some students couldn't be. So what is the productivity level? How we can increase the productivity level? I'm not talking about only this one. I'm just talking about, while I'm talking productivity, I'll talk about the mindfulness. Okay, so every skills, if you are seeing all the skills, it's a coming under that one kind of mindfulness. That is kind of that soft skills oriented. Okay, so usually we will say that soft skills and that hard skills is nothing but the technical skills. But all the organizations now expecting these kind of the skills, life skill. Why I need to be flexible? Why I need to get the leadership over there? Here never says boss. They are using the word leadership instead of boss. Can you please tell me what is the difference between the boss and leaders? Of course, you are the eminent faculties, but I want to hear something. That's it. As an interactive way. That's it. Why we can create our students as a bossy kind of the thing, right? So why we want to be the leaders or entrepreneurs? Why? Okay. So we know that. Okay. So leadership. Why leadership? Leadership is again it's in a related with that social skills. Bossy is not related to the social skills. Okay. So boss will be know the thing that to do it, and leader will say the thing that we will do it. Okay. So again, that leadership is as much as important and initiative. Our question is, our studies, our curriculum gives all these things initiative. The students are ready to take initiative. If some students are not taking initiative, so what is our that is the next level to teach the students, those who are not taking initiative? We have any kind of the plans for that particular students to improvise their life skills? So these are all the three important skills are needed for this particular the first session, as we said, the 21st century skill set. Of course, as per the subject, it's a technical level, what they want to do, as per their career level, it's a 25% because that all the companies, they already know the thing that if they have the literacy skills, able to learn, and if they have that life skills, be able to adopt and able to flexible kind of the thing, and if they are going with the initiative, whatever the 25 percentage as per the company they will teach. If you want to work in Oracle, they will teach Oracle. It's not a big deal for them. But teaching that leadership and productivity, that is the most important one. All the companies, all the organizations, they are expecting. And the second one, to improve learning outcomes. So first level is, if we are started with the first level, I hope this is a right time because all the academics is going to start. We are going to take the class as such in the Zoom, but take the Zoom class itself is a creative kind of the thing. Involve, involvement with the one. You will think more about that because as a professor, we must know about all the life skills, literacy skills, and learning skills. So then we can teach our students then and there what is needed. And to improve learning outcome, yes, they learn. Are we getting the outcome as much as we put our effort? So that is the main way of the thing, that we are putting our effort 100 percentage. As the same 100 percentage or 95 to 100 percentage, the outcome is there. We need to ensure that one. Everything is measurable for the current scenario. If something is not measurable, of course, as a professor, we know the thing that the research and or anything, even research based activity and project based activity, everyone will come see the outcome. What is the outcome? Yes, your idea is good. Your way of saying your objective is good. But what about the outcome? So the outcome is the current students, they are thinking about that work life. If this particular, but that is the vast difference, huge difference. That is between us and student is that we will we know that we will study MCA, then we will go to that any IT sectors and work for the thing that, and we will study MBA and of course administrative end we can go with that. But now students is asking that, ma'am, yes, I have done this particular course, but still I couldn't find my aim. So what I'm going to do, this is one of the students just informed me. I want to go with that Himalaya with my Enfield bike. And once I come back, I hope I have some kind of clear idea. I have a question now to all the professors. 15, 20, 25 years before, the same thing, if I would say to our parents or our elders or our professors, what they will say? What they would say? Actually, our mindset would come to the thing that I'll go to the Himalaya, even Enfield, and I'll come back. This particular travel gives me lots of experience, and then I'll go with that. What is my career? This is I'm seeing this particular statement as a huge transformation, because that is the thing I'm seeing the students, because they doesn't have our experience. Rest of the things they know what is the way, but just we can guide them. Of course, traveling to Himalaya, this is complete the skills. Definitely, I can say the thing that this particular student, while he come back, he has the experience of life skill, literacy skill, and learning skills. Of course, because we don't know all the languages. Even if you are going to Himalaya, we don't know that particular language. Yes, of course, we can survive. It's not the big deal. I hope you are with me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the thing is that how the complete transformation of the mindset, the way of thinking, I'm saying, how creatively they have think. So what I thought, why can't we implement one such a course in that curriculum? It's a very good, because every curriculum they need mindfulness, they need design thinking, because even if you go with the pedagogy of the thing that, as one of the professors said, it's a case based, and of course you go with the experiential learning and all the thing. So why can't we, one student going to Himalaya with the Enfield, coming back with the one, so why can't the same particular experience in the course? I suggested, if any students want to go with that this particular scenario, yes, not in the Enfield, go with that some kind of vehicle over there. In that, any students wants that particular experience. Of course, that's a wonderful experience. So this is the way we have to think. So that's why I'm saying, please talk with the students. They will give. They don't know what to do. That's the thing I'm saying. But they have lots of ideas with them. If you check with the students, if you have some kind of chit chat with the students, they come with lots of ideas. Yes, of course, the ideas will be like a flood, but we can streamline the flood with the usable water. So that is the thing I'm trying to say, the way of thinking, way of working. So how the way of working is, of course, if some professors working in the corporate or IT sector coming back with the one academics, the way of working with that professor is different comparatively above. Because what I'm saying is, way of working is the communication, and how we are going with the teamwork network. It was very important. It's not a thing that one day I call, ma'am, can you come for this particular session? Okay, then that's it. That's not the way. We have to go with the thing that it's a continuous, because today our student, tomorrow maybe the CEO of any organization. Today our student, maybe it's in an average students or below average students or above average. But we don't know. In some point of time, he or she must be the CEO or vice president of some organization. So our measurement is not the, not the end of the thing. Okay. So the way of working, communicate with the students. How many of them we are communicating with the student with the full of respect? With the full of respect. If some students comes to our room, ask them to sit. Then what? Because if you respect to the students, of course the students will respect again, and they will think that, okay, I need to be like that. The same way what you are living, in front of the students, that is the life skills the students has to carry it. If you are giving respect to the students, definitely the student will respect to everyone. If the students are not respecting, of course we have to again, as a professors, we have to sit and how we can make them to learn the life skills, because discipline is as such in that 19th century definition is different as a discipline now it's different. Okay, you casually they are using many words, but we are not. But how we are making the students the way of thinking, the way of working, what kind of the tool they to think, and how, because of course this world we are going to live, and how they are making with the work life success. So this is the thing for the learning outcome. So once in the curriculum, if we are going with the learning outcome, please think about these four things, because this will gives the immense knowledge. Immense knowledge. The change gives the immense knowledge. The travel gives the immense knowledge. So always we are taking the class inside the classroom, come out. I usually believe the thing that thinking inside the box. Yes, of course, everyone will say the thing that thinking outside the box. But
Here we
as a
have a
psych,
question, ma'am. Sorry for
yeah,
the interruption, ma'am.
yeah,
So here we have a question: how to improve the learning outcome as students won't get the 100% chance to know the things practically due to pandemic situation presently?
perfect, perfect question. So due to this particular pandemic things, as per your subject, how we can make them to explore, and also that one particular 40 minutes or 1 or 20 minutes class session is not sufficient. So what I'm saying is go with the project based. And project based is that we are going to give one project and after 1 month submit the one. No, not like that. Go with the project as a stage by stage. Weekly submission. From that weekly submission also the students, each one of the individual students, you have to sit and that is in the one-to-one interaction has to be there. It's very difficult from the professors and I can understand, but that is the best way to go with that this particular pandemic, because we are not seeing the students, because as such the group we can go with the announcement, but assessment has to be done with a one-to-one interaction. Yes, I hope you are, I have answered.
Yes, ma'am. And here we have one more question, ma'am.
Yeah.
What are the effective ways to do online learning?
Okay, so I usually believe the word, the more you passion, the more you exhibit. This is the thing. Suppose if you want to passionate kind of the thing that I have to give my online classes 100%, how the thing is that, please start the class with the chat. In the sense you talk to the students how they are in their family, everyone is okay, because start with the colloquial talk. So then the students will get the attention over there, just a 10 minutes of that, and ask them to switch on the video. Of course they will say the thing that, but if you switch on the video, I able to switch on, but I'm not saying to anyone, so that's why I'm not at all switch on the video. I'm able to see everyone, definitely I'll also switch on. But the thing is that if you switch on the video, it will give one kind of that is bondage between you and your students. So first 10 minutes please don't take any class, and last 10 minutes don't take any class. That's why the class should be 1 or 20 minutes. So 1 hour you can take a class, 10 minutes you can check. And that 1 hour class also, I request you, please don't go with the definitions and all the things. Suppose if you are saying any subject, even analytics, if I'm taking, if I'm going with all the definitions and all the concepts, go with the definitions with the examples and with the videos. I usually go with that small videos related to my subject. So small videos, and these are all the things it will be help you out. And go with that flip based learning. That is one small topic give to that students, and they have to learn and they have to take the class. Even they can prepare a video also. They can prepare a video at their end with the outside and all the thing, and they can play that particular video in the class. So that is also one way of I hope clarified. Any other questions? Okay, then let's move. So again, this is the again, if we want our students to be success, I like this particular diagram because it will give all the things. So you asked me the thing that I want to my online class should be as much as live kind of the thing. You can take some combination of all these one. For example, dispositions. Because you are sitting at your home, the same sense students, we don't know, they will get it in the same room, or we don't know about their situation also. So we have to go with the dispositions of the empathetic level of the thing that sometimes students will say the thing that, ma'am, I'm switch off the thing. I would say, okay, okay, go ahead. 1 or 2 days he or she will switch off, and after that the students have definitely they too have a empathetic. Okay, so they will feel the thing that okay, I have to be. So it's a kind of a sense of belonging. How we can go with the thing. I am professor, you are a student, so ask the question only from the subject. No, because we are responsible for their personal effectiveness also. As I said here, skills and mindfulness. So ask the students to talk about any general topic over there, whatever their passionate kind of the thing. Suppose some students will be passionate with the biking, biker kind of the thing, and cycling. And yes, of course, they talk about their hobby and involve their hobby into the subject. And what about the intrapersonal and interpersonal non-cognitive? That is, what's their self-control level? And because, of course, even kindergarten, KG students to scholars and everyone, they are accessing the mobile now. No other way. But now we have to tell the students what to watch, what we could not watch the thing. Yes, of course, we know the thing that without our knowledge also kids will do. But as a parental and as a how we will go with our kids the same way, please go with your students also. Definitely students will like your scolding, these kind of the things. They will like, okay, my professor is doing this one because of my sake. That kind of the way you have to go with your punishment should be that. That is also again the creativity kind of the creative thinking. Punishment should be there. It's not a thing that as such punishment. Okay, in our period how it will be, no, it should not be. In our period how we will think, my professor, my teacher will know about everything. This is my thought process. As likewise, I hope everyone will agree with this particular statement. My teacher will know everything, my professor will know everything. Now this is not the situation. If you are taking the class, first 2 to 3 classes students will assess you. They will throw the questions to you. She or he, this particular professor, are able to answer my question or not. Then only they will accept you as a professor. Okay, I'll go with this particular professor because if I ask the question, he or she will answer. They will assess us. Earlier period, in our period, it won't be. My teacher, my professors knows about everything. This is a mindset. But now students will testing this particular professor. Okay, I'm asking the question, are they able to answer? So one thing we can do it as a continuous learning. Of course we will learn. So I request all the professors and project leaders and IT professions, everyone, please read many books, non-fiction books. That is like a mindset and how to make them for the personal effectiveness, the soft skill training. Please go with that particular thing because this is the way the students are expecting. And the second one, suppose if we don't know, we will tell the students, I'll refer and tell you in the class tomorrow. Even tomorrow class the student forget, but you have to answer the particular thing. Then only the student will think that okay, they are very responsible. If you create this particular base, automatically your online classes will be filled with the student with the video on. Of course it will be. Yeah,
Ma'am,
it's
here
again.
one.
Yeah,
Ma'am, here we have one question, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, how do we handle different kinds of students in online class and encourage them to ask more questions?
Great. You can go with the questionnaire. You can ask that one question and ask them to answer. Answer in the sense, not in a chat. Unmute them. That is video on. Each one has to answer their point of view. And I usually go with the thing that I'll say in our class there is no right or wrong. Whatever answer you are saying is up. That is, it's up to the suggestions. It's there is a no right or wrong. If you said this particular word, because why students are hesitating to answer the question? If I said something wrong, that is the professor will think what, my peer group students will think what. So first you have to say the thing that I'll ask the question, you have to answer. There is no right or wrong. So please start with the class with the generic kind of the thing, generic kind of any article regarding that. Suppose if you are economics professor, talk with any economics kind of the things it was happened. You just talk to the one and what's your views must be. And even though I am requesting professors, some of the views will be contradictory your views. Don't argue with the students, definitely, because if I'm talking to my daughters and they will say something, I have to accept. Then why we are asking their suggestions? So if your point of view, if they are contradictory, okay, you have to be in the welcoming mode. Okay, fine, go ahead. And if they are deviating the topic, if they are going with that wrong perception, then we can correct them. And again I'm saying, suppose one you are asking one question, the students are answer the thing that if the answer is wrong answer, then you have to correct the students, of course. But if they are saying their own suggestions, their own view of point, please don't argue with the student. It's their own point of view. We have to be keep it in mind while asking the question. So go with that more questionnaire sessions kind of the thing. Then only they will answer. Some students will answer in the chat box. So that particular student, you can ask the thing that, are you in outside? You are not in the class. What happened? Okay, then they will say definitely I am in the vaccination or some kind of the place. That particular thing, if you ask, the next day class, definitely they will see one particular place to sit and attend the particular class. So this is the technique. So we have to ask them mindfulness. Why again and again I'm using the word mindfulness? Whatever we are doing, we have to know about the one. So that is the thing. You ask the students, you are not blaming the students. If you are blaming, then the student will say the thing, whatever I said, she is going to argue with me, why I need to. So if you want a more interactive sessions, please ask the questions subject wise. First talk with that your non-technical kind of the questions, and very interactive things. In business analytics class, I usually go with some talk with that is Sundar Pichai, Google Sundar Pichai, and some kind of Sudha Murthy. So these are all the thing I just go with the one. Then I would say the thing that, are you agree with the one? So I'll just go with that Apple iPhone or Android mobile, which one is best? So which technology is next level? Why it's not best? Likewise, as per your subject, go with a broader questionnaire, but students will answer the thing. Then you just like that, you can enter into your class. The students automatically, without knowing, they will enter. I hope I have answered.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the final one, to build the skill set for employability. So I hope within seeing, I hope many of you see this picture. I like this picture because did you see that different birds and animals and even fish, everything is in the same row. But for fair selection, underline the word, the fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. The exam is nothing but climb the tree. So now, can you tell me that with this particular exam, who will be selected for the fair selection? Who will be climb the tree from this particular fair selection of employability? I hope we know that. We will go with that. I hope maybe monkey or climb the tree. I don't think so. Crow. Why I'm saying that thing that one side we need to enable the students with the 21st century skills, and we have to come with a learning outcome because we need to be answerable for all in our institute and the accreditation. And finally, we have to showcase our students with the employability. It's a big hectic over there. And the thing I can say that, can you answer this one? The most in demand skill is, if you are accepting or not accepting, soft skill. More demand skills because all the organizations having their own style of working nature, even technology level, technical level, whatever. So they know that they can teach the, they can mold the employees. But soft skill is very hectic to mold, even though it's a very many sessions are conducting in corporate social responsible kind of the thing, and for even faculty development program, many things are conducting. But why soft skills are raising to the top in the demand skills? Can anyone? Why?
Soft skills are life surveying skills, ma'am.
Great, great. It's a live survey. Yeah, of course. Any other views? Any other suggestions? Why soft skills are rising to the top? Anyone? Anyone? If any, that is, you can type in the chat also. Why soft skills are rising to the top? Because soft skill looks like our character. Hard skill, yes. A technical skill, today Python, tomorrow we don't know about what is yet to come. Today some demanding skills are there, algorithms, many things are there, yet to come, of course. But soft skills, yes. But I'm not saying the thing that soft skill is your character. I'm not saying that one. Soft skill looks like your character. For example, some person will be handling a time perfectly. That is, time management is very perfectly. Then, of course, we usually say the thing that we will merge the time management as a skill with the character. I'm not saying soft skill is a character. I'm saying the thing that it's a skill. But this particular soft skill looks like that particular person's inbuilt character kind of the thing. But definitely we can, one point of time we can attain that particular. Suppose if you are saying, ma'am, I don't have a time management, of course you can. In one particular, if you practice well, one particular time you can get the one. So that's not the big deal. But the thing is that this soft skill, the peculiar nature of this soft skills, it looks like the thing that it's like your character. Okay. So that is the thing, it's a demand skills, because it looks like a character. Once it's comes to your one of the characters, if you practice like one of the characters, then it dominates you as a fantastically. It dominates you because without the 5 minutes before or 10 minutes before I log in, that is my attitude, then automatically it will comes to the thing that it will urges you. Okay. So that is the thing for this, the beauty of the soft skills, because of course it's a skill, but what I am trying to say is, make this soft skill as your character. Please convert this particular each soft skill as a character. So one point of time you must be that renowned and refined professor, refined personality. It's not the professor, it's a personality kind of the thing, you'll be very refined. So, and that is, once you are going for the class also, this particular soft skill will be come out automatically with a smile. Okay, with a smile automatically it will come to the thing that talk to the students and all the thing. Okay, even the students must be some kind of chit chat and notorious or trying to deviate, automatically the students will come to the line because of our soft skill nature. So we have to teach the students with the, as I said, the literacy skills and the learning skills and life skills. Of course it's a soft skill. So current organizations expecting this is the one, this particular things is the education for the future. If you say see that six things, what is the one? It's coming under any one of the three skills, maybe learning or life or literacy. Think critically. So think critically, we have to first think critically how it's a problem solving. think critically is a problem solving. So if I want to ensure in my class as a critical thinking, I just throw the students with the problem. This is the problem. Please help me out. I have a, suppose if you ask me, uh, business analytics, I'll say the thing that this is a data set. This particular data set, I have a problem. Please help me out. This is the way I'll ask in the class. Then students will go with the thing that what is the problem? Then I'll say the thing that 1, 2, 3 problem with this data set. How can I go with the one? Then students will work it out. I'll give 5 to 10 minutes. They will work it out and they will say, the ma'am, maybe we can go with that thing, this thing. This is the way. It's a critical thinking, because suddenly in the class you just share one Excel sheet and give the thing that 3 questions. Please help me out. I don't know how to move. Students automatically come and help you. Oh, she doesn't know. We have to go with the one. So that is the mentality. Okay. And communicate clearly. Don't confuse yourself and others also. Communicate clearly. And if you are not communicating clearly, please again and again, how simplified manner you can communicate. Suppose if you are saying one concept, maybe it's a very critical concept or very hectic to understand, go with that small and simple algorithm or simple examples. I hope any professors in any field you come across with a Bayes theorem, right? Am I correct? Bayes theorem you come across. Why I'm saying Bayes theorem? It's a very hectic to understand because lots and lots of, let us consider kind of the imagination. So I'll start with the story of the thing that there is a one restroom, one big mall is there. In the big mall, one restroom is there. In one restroom, there is a big queue is there. In that particular big queue, one person, they that is their ticket is fell down. So the person is taking the ticket. We are seeing from the backside. So the long hair is there. So can you tell me that it's a boy or girl? So everyone will say that it's a girl. Then I'm changing the question now. The same restroom, now it's the restroom of gents restroom. Now can you tell me that what is the possibilities, what is the probability of that boy or girl? So this is what I'm trying to say is, yes, of course, some concepts is critical, but you have to think over that. Tomorrow I'm going to take this concept. It's a very critical concept, but student has to understand it. Maybe that particular concept is very important for their life skills or something. So communicate clearly and work collaboratively. I believe work collaborative only because each and everyone have their own strength, unique strength. So ask the students also as a project, group project, collaborative project, then students will come and complain that ma'am, he or she is not working properly, not attending the call, I am doing everything. So that time I'll say the thing that suppose if you're working in the organization, you are under one project, your teammate are like that, what you will do? Then they will think the same way you can react now. So the same way you can react, then they will go with that lots of, it's a learning experience again. So then suddenly don't change the group or something. They have to go with the group project with that particular group only. So we have to tell the students that as a manager, if you couldn't that is a deal at your end, tell me, I'll deal. So we have to play the role of manager for the project coordination. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say, all of you. I hope I am not confusing you.
No.
Great, great. So
Ma'am,
work collaborative. Yeah.
okay, we have one question, ma'am. It is there for a long time. So here
Mm.
two questions. One, it is with how do I become a successful online student? And we have one more question: successful online teacher. So we have two questions, ma'am.
Great, great.
So,
I'll go with the successful online student question first. Yeah? Okay. So successful online students, first you have to prepare yourself how you'll go for the college. The same way you have to come to the class. If you are doing that, that is 50% you achieved. For example, 9 o'clock your class is there. That is how you will come with the class with a neat dress and how it's a cleanly hair and all the things. So same way, if you sit, 50% is done. Then second, mindset. mindfulness, again for the students mindfulness, this that is, you have to keep the thing that I have to understand what my professor is saying, and I have to ask the question. Please question, don't think that blaming is different, or interrogating is different, argument is different, debating is different, question is different. You ask the professors. Suppose if you are understand very well, again I'm saying, if you understand very well, automatically in your mind there is one example will pop up. Am I correct? If I understand very well, okay, yes, my professor what saying is perfectly right, then automatically in my mind there is one example will pop up. So immediately you have to raise your hand and tell the professor, ma'am, I want to add up with the point because I very well understand your what you are trying to say. I just add up with one point. Shall I? If you ask this one, all the professors will be happy with the thing that wow, how he or she is attending. So automatically your points will added with that particular class. This is one way. If you understand very well. If you're not understand very well, of course you can ask the question. I couldn't clear this particular thing. Can you please help me out? And whatever. So if you are making your involvement with the class, then you'll be that's it. Automatically this involvement, if you are making the involvement, if you understand, you will share your points. If you are not understand, you'll ask the question. That's it. The 40-45 minutes or 1 hour will go just like that. And as per the faculties, if students are raised the hands and they want to share, please allow them. Don't follow the thing that I have to finish this curriculum today, I am planning to finish this particular portion, I need to be, no. One day class will be go with a little elaborate, one day it will be very stagnant. That day you can finish it your course, of course. But sometimes students are willing to share the points in that is not deviating the class. I'm not talking about the students who are deviating. That time we have to cut down and please listen the class, don't deviate. So automatically they will keep mark. But what I am trying to say is, if they want to answer, please let them answer. If the mic is not properly listening, ask them to say again, listen. The students will be very happy. Oh, my professor is waiting for me to answer this one. Okay, so for the faculties and please ask more questions to the students for their involvement, for their discussions. I hope I have answer for both.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Here we have one question from the chat system in Zoom meeting from my own department head. I think you're following up the questions, I guess.
Okay.
Question is, how do we determine prosperous future? Any formula? This, here my question, like in the my professor is meaning with regard to the teaching profession, because of the pandemic it is dwindling.
Sorry,
So
I couldn't get you properly the
how
question. Can you come again the question, please?
How do we determine the prosperous future? Any formula for that?
Okay, this is one question. First I'll finish this one. There is no formula for anything.
Yes,
There is no formula for anything. We can go with the formula for physics chemistry because it's a things. Okay, so E equal to mc squared, always E equal to mc squared. But as per for this kind of this skill set and future prosperity and all the things, today we are in the pandemic. Okay, so today actually we are earning something or not, we have to be happy because we are living this particular day. We have a breath in our lungs, so we have to be very happy. So that is as much as easiest mindset we can. So don't blame others. This is the thing I can say. Suppose if anything happened to us, some negativity or something, please check it out the thing that what I have done wrong. Okay, so in Tamil I hope it's an international level will be there, but in Tamil there is one word will be there, தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாரா. That is, what is the meaning for this one? For any negative or any good thing, it's not come from outside, all the things from our end. If something is goodness has happened to me, yes, of course it's God's grace, but after that something I have done, that's why. If any negativity is also happened to me, so something I have done. So we have to work it out regarding our self, that is personal effectiveness. Then don't harm anyone, even our words, even students. That's the thing I'm saying. We have to respect our students. We'll be very happy with the class itself because they will also respect. So yesterday, what happened? One student called me. She said to me, "Ma'am, I want to talk to you regarding one particular project." I said, "Call me 4 o'clock." But she is saying, "Ma'am, I am in internship. Shall I call after 7:30 p.m.?" I said, "Okay." It's a 15 minutes of Zoom meeting, 7:30, because she is attending till 7 o'clock for the SIP. That is internship. Why I am saying 7:30 is my time. Why are you taking? Of course, 7:30 is my time, but she is coming out of curiosity. She is finishing her 7 o'clock internship. Then after she wants to come and talk to me for her future. So I have to appreciate the thing that how she is doing the work. So don't always grunge with the thing that get the appointment. Of course we have to follow some schedule, and I'm not denying, but some students will come with out of curiosity. So among us, please talk to everyone as much as pleasant thing. The future will be prosperous. That's one thing. And the goodness and badness, everything happen to us. Please check your end. Check my end. I have to check my end, what I am doing, how things are happening around me. Okay, good, great. And second question.
Here we have one more question, ma'am. How to enhance the cognitive level of slow learners by Shalini.
Huh. Cognitive level of slow learners. So actually slow learners, I would like it, because it's like did you know the story of tortoise? And everyone will know, right? The rare and the tortoise, right? The rabbit. Okay. So that particular story, no, it was really happen in many places. The researcher is executed with the thing that one side rabbit, one side turtle or tortoise, whatever. And of course tortoise is won the race. So the question is that it's a continuous progression. If you are doing, you are not a slow learner, you are a continuous learner. And what is the thing that if you are one day you are learning something and one day you are not learning, then it will be the problem. But what I am saying is, if you want to learn something, for example, I want to manage my time. So time management I need to be. Then every day, if you are executing some small amount of the thing that you would be, for example, if I want to say the one, suppose Shalini, you are waking up maybe 8 o'clock. Suppose if you are a professor or whatever, excuse me, because I'm not at all saying anyone. So suppose if you're every day you are get up at 8 o'clock, but you want to wake up 5 o'clock. Okay, that's your passion, but it should not be. That is, it's not at all possible at your end. So what you have to do as a researcher end, don't turn the clock as such 5 o'clock. Then it will be snooze, 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 and you will wake up 8 o'clock. Am I correct or not? Everyone have the same kind of feelings, and we come across the same thing. You are currently waking up 8 o'clock, but your plan is, your target is 5 o'clock. So what researcher and real time slow learners practically how you have to do, if you want to 5 o'clock you want to wake up, please 15 minutes before you can make your alarm set. Okay, don't use the mobile phone alarm. Use the normal alarm. Okay. So if 8 o'clock currently you are waking up, make it as a 7:45. And next day, if alarm is 7:45, it's ringing, you just cut down and wake up. Don't lying in the bed. So your mind will say the thing that just a 15 minutes before only you are waking up, not a big deal. Okay, okay. So you will be comfortable, your mind will be comfortable, and you are waking up 7:45. So you follow this particular thing for a week of time. Then 15 minutes prior, again the next week. So 7:45 to 7:30. Likewise, if you go with the slow learning, one point of time, one day, fine day, 5 o'clock wake up is not a big deal for you. So this is the way we have to follow any practice. Don't ask them to change anything immediately. It's not a magic, because we suppose some people will go with some diet, right? Everyone will accept this one. Some will go with a paleo diet, some will go with the fruit diet, some will go with a protein diet or something. But after a month of time, we feel that much hungry and we will eat whatever we like it, we will. Better, what I am saying is take a one quantity of that particular diet, what do you want? And what is for your soul expecting the thing, have it something. So we are not at all minding our soul. So one day, what would happen? The soul wins. So everything, whatever our soul likes, we can get it. So that is the way what I'm trying to say is, again, finally, slow learners is not a negativity, but slow learners should be the continuous learner. That's it. So, any questions or shall I?
You can.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So here the develop creativity and utilize the connectivity of what's going on. And some of our professor will say the thing that I won't use this particular thing, I won't use that one. Please use it and learn, and again then only you can teach the students. And embrace culture. Whatever I'm saying and whatever the thing, everything under the word culture should be there. So this it's not a thing that it's we have to be too much of friendly, no, not like that. We have to be in that context of culture, should be there. At the same time, we have to go with that collaborative and communicative. So finally, in the top 10 21st century skills, these are all the things we have to be in our mindset: adaptability, and what is a solution mindset. Because solution mindset is different and problematic mindset is different. I can say lots of problems. If students are coming with the problems, then ask the suggestions that what is the solution, maybe what is the solution for this particular problem. You just ask them. The answer is within them. And the collaboration, again and again, I'm digital fluency. What we are doing currently is a digital fluency. So whatever, even though it's online mode, I hope you get a clarified kind of thing. Suppose if you are sitting in the separate place, definitely my voice, if my voice is audible, and if you are not getting any disturbance from the outsider, then of course the digital fluency today, it will be wonderful, I hope. And entrepreneur mindset, that is very important. And empathy, because currently nobody talks about sympathy. Okay, sympathy is no cost. The empathy, that is main thing. So now I am sitting at my suppose at my home, at my office, and taking the class. The same thing for the inconvenience for my students also. Okay, so why he is not coming to the class on time, maybe 5 minutes delay, 10 minutes delay, accept. Because maybe some days it will be happen to us also. Okay, so resilience, and we have to go with that. Any problematic kind of thing we have to come across, and self-awareness. So this is the century, 21st century skills. That is the thing. It's very hectic to collaborate these skills with our subject. So I request all the faculties and professors and everyone, the management people, please include your curriculum with this particular skill set. Then it will be easy for the student to build their own that is employability of the job market also. So finally, I'll wind up with this Alvin Toffler words: the illiterates of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write. That is in our period. If somebody is cannot read and write, we can say that illiterate people, right? But for the 21st century, who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. What is it? It's a beautiful word, because I like it very much. These three words: learn, unlearn, and relearn. If we learn something, we feel the thing that many think in the internet, we have to unlearn. We have to unlearn. If we learn wrongly, we have to unlearn, and we have to relearn. Something we read unnecessary document, please remove in your mind and relearn again. So please teach the students also the same thing, because they are using more there is gadgets comparatively than us. Okay, so go with the thing that learn, of course, and unlearn, relearn. Of course, these learnings will give the earnings of the employability. So this is my final verses. Please, all of you, even students and everyone, learn, unlearn, and relearn. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions?
we have probably answered all the questions, ma'am. And yeah, one question that is pending in the chat history. How do you relate literacy skills with media?
Yeah, in media, in the sense here, it's in a social media, blogs, vlogs, everything. Okay, so media is not only for this particular city media or something. It's a media is comparatively we can learn many things from blogs and blogs and many articles. We can read it, and if you suppose as an analytic professor, I can give the example with that, please excuse me. So if you ask me that, ma'am, I want to learn daily, I want to read one article, what I can do from the technical end, I can say the thing that it's in a towards data science is there. So these are all the things for the media. So media is nothing but what is the medium over there, that's it. It's in a social media, that's it. If you are joining in a LinkedIn, of course, that is Ishad professor also getting me through LinkedIn only. Okay, it's a collaboration, I think. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. So it's time to wind up. And yes, so can we have the formal vote of thank? So now I express my sincere gratitude to Professor Jayanthi for accepting our proposal, sharing in-depth perspectives and experience on the theme revitalizing education during pandemic and beyond. I request all the participants to stay connected with us. We have scheduled day two session of this international FDT tomorrow by 11 a.m. Dr. Shazia Noman from Mirfa International University will take up the session. Visit our event page for more details. Thank you once again to all of you. Have a pleasant day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.